My life, a life with a bitter taste. Am I condemned to waste? Show me my mistakes, and face me with my fate. I assume that my life is goes by, but I still try. I'll keep my head up, I will never stop. Show me my mistakes, and face me with my fate. I assume that my life is doomed. I won't surrender my defy. I won't surrender until the day I die. I won't surrender while I'm still breathing. I won't surrender while my heart is beating. Even if it costs my life, even if it's the hardest fight. In this world I will try until the day I die. I won't surrender, I defy. I won't surrender until the day I die. I won't surrender, I defy. I won't surrender until the day I die. I won't surrender while I'm still breathing. I won't surrender while my heart is beating. This time you're looking around with your face in the ground. Seeing you took the best of me. Too many people we know. This Just tell me something. Tell me I can come alive. No breaking me down. Nowhere to run. I'm facing you now. You can't take it all. You can't take it all. Commit to your mouth. Nowhere to run. I'm taking you out. You can't take it all. You can't take it all. 10 days of walking the road without a place to call home. I point my fist into the sky. Just tell me, how does it feel? Tell me it used to be real. I shake my head and wonder why we can't go on feeling this empty. Just tell me something. Tell me I can come alive. No breaking me down. Nowhere to run. I'm facing you now. You can't take it all. You can't take it all.
Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy early Easter to y'all. Hopefully you guys have some plans with kiddos and family this Easter. Tonight we got the Shenandoah Valley Racing 225 here at Texas Motor Speedway for the Relentless Racing Cup Series. Joined tonight, right now, before the race starts, by one of their own drivers, Greg Rogers. What is going on, Greg?
Hey, how's it going? Looking forward to tonight's race.
Hey, man, I got a DM from Evan earlier in the week. Told me to bring you up, and you were telling me a little bit about where the team name came from. So go ahead and give us a brief explanation on the team name and your
Yeah,
drivers and stuff like that.
yeah, sure. So Shenandoah Valley Racing is our team name, and that's based on well, some of us at least on the team are from the Shenandoah Valley region, specifically Dakota Orndorff and Jordan Miles, the two team owners, I guess you could call them. So um, we have a number of people that are also around like the West Virginia Uniontown area. Um, so yeah, we're all kind of like in and around that area, I would say. But there are a few of us that are outside the region and whatever too.
All right, man. Well, you came up here from Xfinity last year. I think you got a couple wins. I don't watch a lot of Xfinity. I was too busy doing stuff with the family last year. Coming on the Cup, man, what are some difficulties you already realized just in practicing this week and racing last week at Daytona?
Yeah, so well, actually, I have not gotten a win yet in the league. I've gotten
Really?
close. I think I've gotten 4 or 5 second place finishes, but no wins yet. So changing the motto to going for a winner every week.
All
We're
right.
gonna go not checkers or records necessarily, but the mindset is shifted to getting into the win column. So, but in terms of moving up to Cup, um, the biggest thing, which shouldn't be too much of a surprise, are the technical differences of the car. So a lot of the downforce is created from the diffuser, the underbody, and so when you lose control, it's very difficult to catch it. Um, so it just takes a different driving style. And I think that's going to be painful for some of us the first few weeks. Um, could end up leading to a few early exits, like DNFs from overcorrecting or whatever. So that's actually the biggest challenge. As far as the competition goes, obviously the competition is high. I think we're probably at road courses, which are my favorite. We're going to see probably the highest level of competition we've seen in the league so far. Um, but with that being said, that's what makes it fun. So I'm not worried about the competition in that um, it's going to hold us back or something like that. We all know these people very well, and we've been racing around them for a while. But getting used to the car is going to be tough.
All right, man. Before I drag you back down, I got to ask you one question. Do you prefer this car, Xfinity, or Gen 6?
It's tough to say. I've actually never driven Gen 6, so I couldn't tell you that. Um, it really depends. I think I love the aesthetic of these cars. They're really beautiful, and they're fun to paint too. Big paint scheme designer. And so I love the aesthetic of these cars. I do so far enjoy the Xfinity car more, mostly because I love the H shift, um, and I enjoy the I guess the suspension geometry a little more. But these are still really fun to drive, and they're fun to drive on road courses too. So I think especially for our team, we drive a lot of GT3, especially endurance racing. So I think a lot of the guys on the team appreciate the more GT style, sequential shifting, the downforce package is different, that kind of thing.
All right, man. Let's get out of here and get to qualifying. Good luck tonight.
Sure, thanks so much.
All right, while we were talking to Greg there, we went and go ahead and was on board. Not really on board, but following Zach Yuki here with his qualifying laps. Um, One thing to note about these next gen, if you're tuning in for the first time this season, every track we go to, with every track, your second lap is going to be quicker. These cars take a while to heat in the tires. It takes a little bit longer for the fast lap to be produced. And because of that, if you ask me, I think these cars do put on better showings when it comes to long run, even on a fixed setup. See, their Bucher went significantly faster. Not fast enough for the poles. You see everyone starting to get time put in. Dinger currently with that quick time on the pole. Barkley P2 right there with them. Surprised Ethan is a little bit further down on the scoreboard. Unless he still has a lap to go. I don't think he does, not with that time he posted. Ethan, one of the guys that I usually would predict is inside the top 5, if not top 3 of qualifying. He's currently sitting in 7th. And Greg was talking about his paint schemes. I wonder if he did this one. If he did, that is really cool, Greg. That is a really cool paint scheme. Whoa, wrong one. Actually, let's go ahead and go on board here with Mr. Greg. Give me a second. There it is. Greg will be one of the guys carrying our Relentless cameras here tonight. And one thing, if you guys didn't watch the track series last night or Xfinity Series Monday, this track is very, very interesting because mile and a half aspects. 1 and 2, completely different. A lot more flatter, a lot more off throttle time. And 3 and 4 is a lot more of a faster turn, but you got to still take care of that right front, even in 3 and 4. If you put too much heat in that tire throughout your runs, it is going to eat it up, and you're going to start seeing people fall back really quickly. So we're going to have Greg Rogers. He's going to be carrying it on board as his team is a sponsor. We're going to go on board with last week's winner, Davey, during the race. And let's go on board with Ethan. Ethan will be our second on-board driver for Relentless. And of course, like always, all season long, Bobby Rafferty and Zach Bucher will be carrying our onboard AWG cameras. Unfortunately, Greg, I think, got in the wall there on that second lap. So the second lap, unfortunately, is not going to count for him. So Bo Dinger looks like the Dinger is going to get the pole here. Barkley P2, Angel Hernandez third, Kuhlman's fourth, and Kevin Jordan round out your top 5 in qualifiers. Davey's surprisingly all the way in 8th. Ethan's going to be 10th. Wow, a lot of names a little bit further down the list. And that's going to probably be like the all season long. We go over our official starting lineup. See Bo Dinger getting that pole position. Justin Barkley just barely missing it by 1,000ths of a second. Angel Hernandez, Alan Kuhn's going to be row 2. Row 3, Kevin Jordan, Zach Bucher. Row 4, Matthew Richmond. Last week's winner, the rookie, Davey Hendricks in that 00 machine. I wonder what sponsor he has tonight. Still that flame-broiled Burger King machine. Medlin and Ethan Flanagan, row 5. Going on to row 6, Ed Morris Jr. and Chad Wiggins. Row 7, Josh Van Gore, Andrew Cole. Row 8, Jonathan Nance, the Fancy Pants. Podium finished last week, Brandon Park. Row 9, John Neidig Jr., Tim Harmon. Row 10, Bobby Rafferty going to have the work cut out for him all the way back in 19th. Matt Thorne's back there as well. Bunch of North-South guys back here. You got Buckley up front in the top 3, and you got the rest of the North-South back here all right next to each other, as it is going to be a North-South row 11, Mike Simone, Michael Buckley. Row 12, Dakota Orndorff and Tony Frey. I was saying his name wrong all last week. There's a sneaky R in there. Greg Rogers and Ed Moore Sr. Row 13. Row 14, you'll have Jordan Miles and Michael Gervey. Row 15, John Fastenbender and Stephen McComas. Row 16, William Crow, which I don't think is going to be gridding. I don't think he's a cup driver. And Connor Darnell and Chase Harden and Drew Holm will round out your field here tonight for the Shenandoah Valley Racing 225. And Bo Dinger collecting a pole here tonight. And Greg surprised me that he doesn't have a win. I am very surprised Bo doesn't have a win yet. This guy, he has came close so many times. And it's to the point now where I think everyone's rooting for him in the league. He has that win coming. Will be tonight, we'll find out. He's going to have a tough task pulling off a lot of these fast guys behind him. So 150 lap racing. laps of racing, we will have a stage break at lap 40 and 80. From what I was hearing from Greg earlier before we went live, is you can get about 43 laps of fuel. So we would be surprised to see a green flag stop in the first two stages, but definitely we'll see at least one in the second stage. Actually, we only see one in the second stage. And my track map disappeared. See if I can't get it to pop back up. There it is. Alright. Hayes' car will pull off. It was a caution fest early in the Truck Series last night. Should see a little bit different racing here tonight. Bo Dinger leads to green. Barney the flagman can wave that flag, and we're out racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. They're on that top three, actually. All three of them got a really good jump on that green flag. Bo Dinger's going to have the advantage here. Barkley and Hernandez will be battling it out back there for P2. Hernandez is going to slide in behind Justin Barkley.
The yellow flag is
We
out.
already got a yellow flag. Seeing Mr. Oh no, Bobby. What happened here, Bobby? He just got loose. Oh, someone got loose in front of him. Oh, big contact. That's X out on X out action. Oof. Ricky Bobby, what happened? Go back and watch it. That actually all started with, who was that got loose in front of him? That actually was his teammate, the 83 of Josh Vangor. He comes up, he smacks the 33 of John Neidick. 12 of Simone, nowhere to go. I think Matt Forns barely get by. He might have a little bit of contact with the wall there. Oops. Buckley, yep, he's definitely involved. Slams the back end of Neidick. Tony Frey, I think, checked up just in time there. I think he actually gets collected. Yeah, he does get collected right there. Oh, and the 3 of Jordan Miles. Just, wow. Well, pretty big wreck here early on in the race. I think the only people we're going to see down pit lane are those involved in that wreck. There was quite a few of them. And the plus side about these next gens is, I mean, I think the only one that might have a ton of damage is Neidick. I think Bobby, he should be good to go. Forns is in pit lane getting damage fixed, but I don't think he has toe damage. He's already out and going. They're only on the back show, so they can still get quite a bit of damage fixed here, but no, I'm trying to say that before I got sidetracked. With these next gens, as long as you don't mess up or are missing RPMs, you can pretty much get these cars looking, as you could tell, brand new. Bobby Rafferty already out and going again with a car you can't even tell was involved in a wreck. These things are absolute tanks. Yeah, I would be too. That was pretty close there for Forns. I'm waiting for the list to go back around. I think the only car still in pit lane is Neidick's back out on track. Neidick's back on track, but his car is it's seen better days. I've seen better days. Anyways, Bo Dinger going to lead it back to your range. Jeff Barkley on its outside. Still pacing, still 2 to go. I thought we were 1 to go. There was 2 by 2 already. But we'll get the 1 to go this time by. Hopefully we can get a long green flag run here, because I'm really curious who can manage the tires the best. Alright, the Pacers rolling through 3 and 4. Guys can get ready to take that green flag yet again. Re-rack them up, try it again. Caution early on lap 1. Some big names involved in that as well.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back out. Let's try this again. Round 2. If someone missed that start like crazy on the inside line. I want to say it was the 60 of Alan Kuhns. Really checked with the inside lines. They did a really good job keeping it going. Barkley with a little bit of a run on the outside line. Going to have the advantage going into turn 3 and 4 here. Kevin Jordan slows down a little bit there. Ian Hernandez finally able to get that second place position. Took over from the 57 of Justin Barkley. Let's go check in with Mr. Bobby Rafferty, involved in that wreck there on lap 1. Currently sitting, oh Lord, where is he sitting at? I must be blind. I can't see Bobby on the scoreboard. Oh, he's sitting 20th. Okay, he switched positions as they switched the screens. Looks like we had a decent battle going on up here between... Oh, wow. Actually, we had a really good battle going on up here. Chad Wiggins on the outside. Davey Hendricks looking to the inside of him. Got a bunch of cars here jousting for positions. Chad Wiggins on the outside lane. Oh, Cohen's drifting up, almost contacting 3 wide corner exit. The 41 of Brandon Park down low. There's still 3 wide going down the back stretch. 3 wide going into turn 3. Drake Rogers having to check up. Ethan Flanagan going to take advantage of it. Going to get a run here on the 60 of Alan Cohen's. And all this is outside the top 10 and they're battling like this. Bo Dinger has built a half-second lead A lot of battling for position going on back here. Tony Frey, Simone going at it. 70 Stephen McComas in front of him. Connor Granelto as well. Michael Gervey up there. Is it towards the back of the pack? Tony's trying to get around McComas, can't quite get it done. I like my drum cam. I don't like the other one. Anyways, let's go back to the front. Bo Dinger leading the way. I gotta get used to him being a 29. I am not used to that. 6/10 of a gap on that second place car, Angel Hernandez. And Justin Barkley not too far behind him. Well, we got a decent green flag run going here. I'm going to take a look at Zach Bucher. It's actually on board here with him. Pull up our Ancient World Gaming on board camera. And that's interesting. Bucher actually downshifting into turn one. Wonder who else is doing that right now. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. With these next gens, it's something you can do to help you out, get through the corners. You can downshift, and one of the things I don't like about the cars, because, I mean, let's say here you miss turn one, right? All you gotta do is downshift sooner. Actually, Bucher didn't even downshift this time. But all you gotta do is downshift, and you're good. See him getting a run on here. Matthew Richmond to exit turn two. Let's go while we got this camera up. Oh, I was about to say, let's go check in on Bobby Rafferty, but we got a yellow out right now. Neidig, Simone, Holman, Frey involved in one here. Oh, 90 just got loose off the corner. Oh, Holman hard into the wall. And Frey just nowhere to go. Simone nowhere to go. Buckley just... I think 90 right there was just battling a loose car from the damage from earlier. And unfortunately collected... Yes, a big wiggle out of 90 there. And Drew Holman going to have a huge repair coming up. That is definitely a broken toe. You see that right front flopping around. Gervey barely getting through. Frey thought he had a hole. And a little bit north-south on north-south action as Buckley just slams into Simone. Said, here, you're my brake pedal, buddy. A couple early race cautions here so far tonight. Second caution of the night. We still got probably have about 19 to 20 laps to go till stage one is complete. Don't see any drivers coming down pit lane to get tires here, as I think they're only allotted 3 extra sets, if I'm not mistaken. If it's 3, that's interesting. If it's 3, that's a little... That's pushing it. No, they have 4. Okay. Like, 3 is pushing it, if you ask me. 3 extra sets, you literally either A, have the hope for no caution and take tires each stage break and when green flag pit stop, or B, just not take a tire set at one of the stage breaks, and that's With caution number 2 tonight, Bo Dinger still leading the way. Has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. Kuhlman's actually, I just realized this. Kuhlman's has fallen pretty far back from where he started at. He started up here in the top 5. He's fallen 12 spots back to 16th. So far, your biggest mover is the guy we talked to at the start of the broadcast, Greg Rogers. He's up 13 spots, sitting there in 12th, just outside the top 10. You guys should be getting lined up 2 by 2, 1 to go this time by.
Green.
The green flag's back out. Bodinger leads back to green. Hernandez on the outside. And Hernandez did not get a good start as the restart zone is on this season in the Cup Series. Something new that they haven't had the last couple seasons. And I like it because it gives the advantage back to the leaders. Here's Angel Hernandez getting a run on the outside. Dinger surprisingly not going to go up and block that run. He's going to stick to the inside line with Barkley. And I don't know if I agree with that. He had an opportunity there to go up, block the run, and Angel would have nowhere to go, but Angel going to take advantage of that run. I think he may have led that lap. I think he did. And has to be on the outside yet again. Angel's able to get a run. Last time by, he's going to do it again. Bo Dinger going to go up. Angel Hernandez going to look for the crossover, but he can't get a run as he got a little loose there on the exit of turn 2. Bo Dinger going to go back to the lead here. We go a little further back. Let's check on going back here with Bucher, Morris, Nance, Flanagan all in their frame right now. Oh, Ethan got loose in corner entry, checked up the 41 of Brandon Park. That was almost bad. And Greg Rogers currently sitting in 11th, looking for P10 here at the end of turn 3. I will say that is a really cool car. Looks like Parks can be able to maybe get the advantage here this time. No, Greg actually able to hold him off, and actually a little bit further forward I saw Bucher and Junior going at it. That's Morris Jr. With Morris able to pull ahead here. Davey hitting the apron, get a little loose corner exit. Doesn't lose too much momentum though. Dinger still leading the way. Bucher still trying to work on that 0-7 of Morris Jr. Davey looking to the inside of the 95. Bucher got a little loose, almost slammed the wall there, coming off of 4. Flanagan thought about putting 3 wide, but he backed out.
The yellow flag is out.
We got another yellow. Looks like the 17 of Wiggins involved. Not seeing he crashed, but he was slow on track. There it is, right there. Looks like the 42 of Orendorff. Just from what I was seeing. Oh no, was it the 60? No, it was the 42. He set that in way too quick. Connor unfortunately involved. Wait, did Connor get lucky? No, Connor did not get lucky. I saw the nose pop up and pop back on. And let's take this time real quick and explain what I'm talking about when I say they have wheel damage. We get a right front camera here. Oh, that's right rear, right front. So when they smack the wall like that really hard, there is what the I think they break a toe link or tie rod when they do that. And when they do that, it basically disconnects the hub assembly or bends that rod to the hub assembly from the suspension to a point where they got to go in and replace it. And in iRacing, that is about an 8-minute repair. And from my experience, if you don't take the optional, it is going to be a very, very loose handling car. So unfortunately for Connor, he's going to have to go in and have a lengthy repair on that number 9 machine. People coming out pit lane, probably getting the rest of their damage fixed. Bo Dinger's still leading the way. Gonna go back green flag racing with about 9 to go or so in the stage. Alright, so everyone watching on home right now, what are you guys' Easter plans? I fortunately get the privilege of celebrating a birthday and Easter at the same day. Oldest is turning 9 Sunday, so we get a little double whammo. We can celebrate both Easter and a birthday this weekend. That's always fun. Which, by the way, I remember growing up, I don't ever remember Easter falling on March. I always thought Easter was the first Sunday of April. So I don't know how the heck Easter ended up being the last Sunday in March, but it did. Guys should be coming to one to go this time by. Let's actually. Whoops. Want to do? I'll actually want to go on board here with Mr. Davey Hendricks here, as he's carrying one of our Relentless Racing cameras this week. Let's go on board here with Davey and see what he sees on this restart here. Restarting P5 with 10 to go on the stage. Interesting. Davey's actually saving fuel because of the full moon. Yeah. Nance went from podium finish to, I think Nance. Oh, he's still on the lead lap. I think it's involved in a wreck. I might be wrong.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, Connor. Well, Davey actually early on here I thought he was gonna go outside. Thought otherwise. I don't think a spotter could have helped. Oh, Angel into the wall there. They turn 4 or turn 2. I mean, I don't think a spotter would help Connor there. What you got, Connor? 8.5 minutes of damage plus probably a minute and a half of optional. Yikes. I think Davey working on the 57 of Justin Barkley. Well, what's going on? Davey can make some moves. Let's go on board with another one of our drivers carrying a camera this week. Let's go to Greg Rogers.
The yellow flag is out.
As we're right on board, another caution is out. Oops. Oh, wait. John Natick is not having a fun race here tonight at all. John Natick, Jordan Miles, both guys involved in a couple of wrecks, and Natick just getting loose again. Oh! That might do it for the 33 of John Natick this time. Now, here's an interesting thing. So we're going to go back Green Flag Racing, probably with 4 to go in the stage. I'm saying if you're outside the top 10, I say come in now. Get those tires on, top off on fuel, take it easy these 4 laps, and then just save fuel. We do got some takers down pit lane. Actually, quite a few takers down pit lane. Yeah, if you're outside that top 10, with this gonna be like a 3 or 4 lap sprint to the finish of the stage, I say get tires and fuel now. You can't get stage points, and then get that track position to restart the next stage. And I will say, Dinger has been doing a really good job pulling off Angel, really this whole race. Angel usually someone who is really good on restarts. Yep, they should get the one to go. Yeah. And what I would also be doing, if I'm those guys that came in and got tires, come in and top off with one to go, just to get that little extra fuel. Because, I mean, I think at this point, you should be able to make it to the end of the second stage on fuel. But get that little extra gas, just in case. Because, I mean, I will say this. Texas is one of the harder mile and a half to pass at. Because just for the fact, the really only part you can pass that on even tires is really getting a run out of 2. And if you do that, you risk putting some heat in those right side tires. So it would definitely be worth it to flip your position on the field from outside the top 10 to inside the top 10 to start the next stage. Even if you just come in and top off to begin the next stage. As long as you got the same set of tires or somewhat even tires, it's going to be hard to get around you. And could possibly set you up for a really good finish at the end of the race. You got a caution counter on stream. Top of the ticker. 4th caution. Top of the tower, not ticker, tower. 4th caution of the race. Alrighty, should have a nice little 3-lap sprint here to end this stage. If it's anything like Daytona, I don't think these guys are going to take it easy. Daytona stage 1 ended in pure mayhem. Ended a lot of drivers' races or put them towards the back where they had a ton of damage fixed really throughout the rest of the race. So let's see if these guys learned their lesson from last week. Dinger, Hernandez, first row, front row. Green flag is out. Dinger, I think, might have tried to delay the green in a little bit. Hernandez wasn't having it. Hernandez gets a really good jump. A bump there from Justin Barkley going down the front stretch. Angel Hernandez was able to get the high line to work earlier. Angel Hernandez getting a really good drive off here. Wow, what a drive off that was for the 47 machine. Angel Hernandez going to take over the lead. Barkley looking to the outside of Bo Dinger, rolling through 3 and 4. Dinger getting a little bit tight, a little bit of door bang there between 29 and 57. Here comes the 00. Davey Hendricks, 2 to go in stage 1. Morris Jr. into the picture. Well, Zach Bucher. Excuse me. Dinger starting to fall back there a little bit. Got a really good run off corner exit. Barkley might have got a little bit tight. They're door to door going down the backstretch. Into turn 3, Dinger getting really tight in the corners, washes up. Davey Hendricks going to take full advantage of that 3 wide. 2 wide going down the front stretch. Last lap. White flag for stage 1. Hernandez out to a 4/10 of a lead. Davey getting a little bit tight, a little bit of door bang. Here comes Ed Morris Jr. into the picture. Bo Dinger lost all sorts of track position. Went from 1st to 6th in 3 laps. Hernandez is going to win the stage. Barkley P2. Morris will get 3rd. Hendricks 4th. Dinger 5th. Bucher 6th. And Jonathan Nance will get 7th.
Yellow flag.
There's the stage break caution. Good old Angel Hernandez coming back to the Cup Series on our first real race of the season. I mean, I count Super Series as just a warm up to the season. But now we're in the actual season. Hernandez getting his first stage win of the season. Pit lane's going to be a busy place. I'm be interested to see if anyone actually is going to opt to stay out here. No. Everybody coming up pit lane. I think except for Connor, but Connor needs to get a lap back. Hernandez, actually, no, I'm mistaken. There were some people that stayed out. Kolb, Harmon, Fastenbender, Park. All those guys I think pitted last time by. Let's get a pit counter. Or pit tracker up. All those guys pitted under the 4th caution of the race. Chose to stay out here for this caution. And they're going to cycle to the lead here to restart the race here in stage 2. I think Connor crashed. Let's check what the heck happened. He can just stop. What, Jeremy? Stream looks a little grainy. Oh, it kind of does on my end too. I don't know how to fix that right now, Jeremy. I'll have to figure it out for next week, I guess. I don't know why. It wasn't doing it yesterday, though, was it? Huh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, that kind of pisses me off. All right, go back. Green Flag Racing here. Start stage 2 off. Andrew Kolb, Tim Harmon, John Fastman, and Brandon Park. They all pitted with like 4 laps to go in stage 1. So they're going to cycle to the front of the field here. And it's going to put some new names and new cars up front. And we'll see how Angel Hernandez can make his way around him. And I'm really interested to see how Bo Dinger bounces back. Where is Bo at? That Bo's all the way back here in 14th. So the Dinger going to have his work cut out for him, making his way back to the front if he wants a chance to win his first race. Yeah, I think in the league. Which is crazy to say, because, man, he has came close so many times.
Green flag, green flag.
He's going to pull off Andrew Colvin and get the jump on Harmon. Harmon got a really late jump there. And that's actually what Angel wanted to see. That's going to open up the door for Angel to get some spots. At least I thought it was. Unfortunately, Hernandez could not take advantage of it. It's now going to be almost 3 wide going down the backstretch. They were trying to go 3 wide, but Fastman closed the door on Park there. Roll through 1 and 2. In the meantime, Cole was starting to drive away from the field. They're all 2 by 2 behind him. Almost contacted. We got cars sideways. Who was that? Looked like the Ada Nance. I think it was. Oh, Bo Dinger involved. Connor Darnell involved. What happened here with Nance, the fancy pants? I think he just got loose. You see Barkley slide up. He had a check. Oh no, Ethan. I don't think Ethan followed the checkup. Got in the back of Nance. Sent him around. Bo Dinger, unfortunately, nowhere for the 29 Mobile 1 machine to go. Matthew Richmond involved. Matt Thorne squeaking by yet another one. No. Oh! Wow, him and Kevin. Wow. Wow, okay, this is a lot bigger wreck than I thought it was. Holy cow. Matt Forrest destroyed the wall. Oh my gosh. There is your thank God this is a simulator moment of the race. Because Matt Forrest just... how fast was he going? See how fast he was going. Pull up the dashboard. Oh, don't work them not live. Dang it. I think who else might have been involved in this. We know Matt was. We know Kevin Jordan was. Man, that's a hard lick for our champion from last season. I think it was a 39 involved. Man, what a lick that was. Angel Cole still leading the way, though. Can we get a medic to go check on Matt Forrest, make sure he is okay? Make sure his restraints were tightened up all the way, because that was a hard hit. And I'll say this though. I thought these guys were supposed to be the premier of this league. They're pulling their chains. Connor, how much damage you got this time? Me dead. We suck. Dude, you killed that wall. You have to make an Xfinity look like their premier series, dude. I think we had 6 total cautions for 100 laps. You guys already at 6 on lap 50. Lights on the pace car are going to turn off. We're going to get the one to go signal. Let's come by. And I'll say this. I think that caution... Why did it do that? I think that caution really, really helped out these 4 that stayed out. Because they might have been cutting it really close on fuel, but now they're definitely good on fuel. Hey Matt, you got released from infield care center yet? Alrighty, rack him up, try it again.
Green, green, green.
Some cold beer and some 800 milligram Motrin or ibuprofen. Alright, back to green flag racing we go. 3 wide entering turn 1. Angel Hernandez to the inside. Ah, what number was that? There we go, 7. 3 wide entering turn 1. Davey Hendricks took full advantage of that. Got the run on the outside. Davey Hendricks is actually the first car that pitted at the stage break. Hernandez able to finally get around that 7 machine, a fast bender. Now Hendricks got his sight set on the 41 at Brandon Park. These two no strangers running around each other. They race quite a bit in the Xfinity Series. And Jacob's still leading the way, but looks like Tim Harmon's starting to close that gap, and he is. Tim Harmon right there on that back bumper of that 88 red, yellow, and black alley machine. Harmon looking to the outside. Looked like he might have overshot the entry a little bit. You can try to get a run off of your corner exit, and he's going to get it. Really good run on corner exit. Cole, I think he's through a block. Couldn't quite tell, but Harmon able to get the run. Looking to the inside. Door to door they go into turn 3. And don't look in your mirrors now. That is the 00 of Davey making his way through the field, cutting it close, 3 wide into turn 1. Him and Brandon Park almost got into it there, and there's still 3 wide going down the backstretch. All this is allowing the 73 and Tim Harmon to pull away. They are still 3 wide, finally down to 2 wide. Davey Hendricks getting a 2 for 1 going down the backstretch. Hendricks into second. David Hendricks, last week's winner, looking to go 2 for 2 to start the season off here in his first season in the Cup Series. I mean, there's still a lot of racing to go, but he is looking strong here early on as he got Kolb and Park battling it out right behind him with Hernandez looking for somewhere to go. Kolb able to finally get the advantage on Park, rolling through 3 and 4, and here comes the 21 of Greg Rogers. He's up here fighting for a top 5 spot. Ethan's going to put 3 wide, really sent it in there hot. How did he collect that in time? Or check up in time, I should say. Ethan set that in there so hot, I thought he was going to overshoot it and slam it to someone. Wow! Ethan now running outside of Fastenbender. He's going to get that spot. In the meantime, we're back there watching that battle. Davey Hendricks has taken over the lead. What is going on this week? Has taken over the lead from Tim Harmon. It took us some time, but we finally got us some good racing going on here. So here comes Brandon Park looking to the inside of Andrew Kolb. Kolb getting a shot from his teammate Angel Hernandez. That's one of the great things about these next gens. You can literally yeet the car in front of you out of a cannon. This is going to be the TV show. I mean, it's looking like it. Gib, it is definitely looking like it. One last week up here, leading laps here late in stage 2, or about halfway through stage 2 here in this race. I mean, there's still a lot of racing to go, but oops, wrong 70 car. There we go. I mean, what really flopped the field. When the little guy stayed out, Angel had struggled to get around him, and Davey just, I mean, he had momentum, and he knew what to do with it. He got to the front in a hurry. Angel is still struggling to get around. The 80 of Kolb is behind them. The 41 of Park and Craig Rogers going at it. Roger finally able to crack into the top 5. He started all the way towards the back. He is up 20 spots from where he started at. Yeah, he is fast, but I mean, he's quick. Oh, dang, Park's sending it in there. Greg Rogers, though, with that more passive entrance, he's going to get the run and corner exit. He was trying to save it before Park damn near wrecked to 21. He's fast, but Angel, one thing I've noticed about Angel, broadcasting for him, racing with them, he doesn't show his full speed until that final stage. He doesn't want everyone to think, oh, well, this is what Angel can do. Don't count Angel out yet. I highly expect in that last stage, Angel to have some speed we didn't see all race long and be up there contending for a win. No, shush. We don't need no more yells, Gib. No more until lap 80, please. We go back to 21 at Roger. He's now moving 21 spots when he started at. Able to get around Andrew Coleman at 88 machine. I'll time you out. Stop. No. As here comes Ethan looking at the inside of Kolb, setting in deep. How is Ethan doing that? He is setting in there so deep that I'm thinking he's going to wash up the track. I mean, that got to be roasting that right front tire up. But he's there battling out with Rogers here. 18 to go, come to 17 to go in stage 2. Kolb and Park starting to fall back there a little bit. Fastenbender into the wall. I'm not saying he can't drive the car. I am just very surprised with how far Ethan is sending it into the corners and making it stick. And I'm very surprised we're, I don't know, on lap 13 of this run. Yeah, about lap 13 of this run, and he is still up there passing people. I would be surprised if he can keep the speed up for these next 16 laps. Looks like Angel might have finally caught Tim Harmon. He did. Angel looking the inside, going to send it in. Tim Harmon, I think Tim knew Angel was quicker there, kind of just let him by. Yes. Excuse me. Ethan has gotten a lot better at not completely roasting his tires up. Since I first started watching him race and started broadcasting from him. He used to be really bad. He used to be someone that would go up there, qualify pole, lead 5 laps, and next thing you know, he's in 15th. But he's gotten a lot better. And that's all talking about Angel. Angel's actually starting to chase down Davey here. Let's take a look at some lap times compared to Davey. I know he had to get around somebody. Yeah, you see Hendricks slowly starting to lose time to that 47 machine. Now, mind you guys, these are two drivers that were not racing last year in the Cup Series. Angel took a hiatus. I think he was doing schoolwork or something. I don't know. Angel missed last season, and Davey was in Xfinity. And I knew this season starting the season off, these would be two guys that'd be hard to beat all year long. Last time by. I mean, Hendricks isn't losing a ton of time to Hernandez. Just about two 100ths to about half a tenth a lap. It's not a lot, but there's still 13 to go in the stage. Hernandez might get there in time to take the stage win and win both stages here tonight. Last time by, I think Angel's another half a tenth quicker. About 4 100ths quicker. But it's going to get interesting now because Angel's starting to get... The closer Angel gets to Davey, the more and more that dirty air is going to affect the handling of that car if we got a yellow flag. Alan Kuhn, Dakota Ordorf involved. See what happened here to Alan Canoes. Oh, Bobby getting loose in front of him. Oh, where's the 40? Said the 42 was involved. Oh, Bobby got really loose.
It's Cardi B, but it's peeling off. It says, "Dear Santa, I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like..."
Bobby unfortunately nowhere to go. He gets involved again. Where's the 42 at in this? Oh! Okay, I lied. I thought we had the Thank God It's Simulator moment earlier. No. This right here. Whoops. I don't know what camera that went to. Oh, it went to pit lane. 42. There he is. This. Thank God this is simulator. Driver door contact. 100 plus miles an hour. That was... Whew. Mr. Bobby Rafferty is not having fun tonight. Now I'm kind of interested to figure out which one of these drivers, like, who's coming down for damage and who's coming down to maybe put tires in their car and just take it really easy these next 8 or 9 laps to cycle to the front to restart the race in the final stage. Because everyone has to stop in the final stage. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Everyone has to stop at least once. Wait, what? Stop, Gip. Stop. It took a while to get what you're saying. That's not nice. I know what you're saying. Stop. That's not nice. I'm not repeating that either. It's not nice, Gib. I was confused and I was like, he doesn't have that kind of sponsor on the car, and I'm like, oh, never mind. I get it. Well, 7th caution of the night. A 6th one of cause. I will say this. No, I don't either. I will say this. I'm sorry, you guys in Cup, but this is the most. I don't want to say sloppiest because it's been good racing, but this has been the most wreck fest of a mile and a half I've seen for you guys in a long time. I don't know if it's this car and this track or what, but get it together. No, I don't got anything against him either. I still talk to him here and there. But see, so that's the thing, man. I don't know if it's necessarily hard racing. So, and I got nothing against Nike when I say this. So, Nike, he's caught 3 of them. Granted, 2 of them, I think his car just has so much damage, it was super loose. I mean, so, that 3 of the cautions, that right there, I don't know what happened because usually these cars don't get loose like that on the long run here at Texas. Usually they tighten up. So I'm not sure what happened to Bobby there. I don't know. All I gotta say is us Xfinity guys are making you guys look like rookies so far this season. Yeah, you know, I'm not wrong, Matt. Like, you've done some practice here. You were on the long run earlier. Did the car not tighten up throughout the run? Hey, that is a champion. Okay, who are you talking to? I don't know, maybe we'll pull Bobby in here during the stage break and ask him. I'm kind of interested. Anyway, Angel Hernandez, Davey Hendrickson leads back to green here.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Oh, Harmon gets into the grass. They're able to collect it. Really good job by Tim Harmon collecting that car. Wow, that could have been bad. Tim Harmon nicking that grass. Going through the quadruple on the restart. Now it's Davey, Angel, Ethan, Greg, Brandon, your top 5. And how about Greg Rogers? Good old pre-racer interview. Started 25th, up 21 spots where he started at. In that really cool looking Snapple machine. I'm really curious to see if Ethan has anything for Angel here with how hard he's been setting in a turn 1 all run. We got Battle actually bring a little bit further back. 07 Ed Morris Jr. looking to the inside of Brandon Park. Zach Bucher there as well. Does Zach Bucher go with? Does he stick with his team here? Does he go with Ed Morris? I mean, if you're Zach here, stage points on the line, 5 to go in the stage, you gotta go with who's quicker. Oops. Dang it. Yeah, if you're Zach, you gotta go with who's quicker. Oh, here's Barkley. Barkley's back up here. Hey, Barkley. Morris able to finally get the advantage on Park, rolling through 1 and 2, but Park's gonna get the run off. He kind of did a little bit of a diamond exit there. Who was that behind Barkley? Oh, that's Medlin. Have not talked about him at all this race. Here we are, 4 to go, coming to 3 to go on the stage. Medlin running inside the top 10. Oh man, Medlin got a little bit tight there. Got Barkley and Bucher going at it. It's actually for the final stage point here. 2 to go on the stage. Not sure how hard Barkley's going to fight here for 1 point. Or even Bucher at that point. Oh, Medley getting tight there. Kuhlman's going to the outside. If I'm Bucher, I'm screaming at Park. Block the dang 57. I can't get around him. It's because Barkley has a Napa know-how. This is actually, all these cars are battling for the last stage point. Hey, Ricky Bobby's back. 2 wide exiting turn 4. Cole going to put it the inside of Barkley here, going down the backstretch. Final lap here in stage 2. Cole won a stage point. There's 3 wide. Bucher washing up high. Oh. Oh, contact. Bucher into the wall.
Yellow flag.
Man, if that was for the win, could you imagine that? That would have been awesome. Alright. Stage is over. Bobby actually rebounded pretty well. Got 10th there. Anyways, stage is over. Let's go ahead and bring up Mr. Bring him up. There we go. There's Mr. Ricky Booby. What's up, Bobby?
Oh, just having fun.
Hey, so I brought you up here, man. I gotta ask, what the hell happened there? Because I've never known these cars to get loose on a long run. Did you downshift one too many times? What happened there on that last wreck for you?
Just a lot of guys running very, very hard in the middle of the stage and burnt up my stuff and ran out of talent. But we'll do the usual and say it's my fault and move on.
So, I'm seriously asking. So you're saying the hard racing got the car loose on the exit of 2 and not tight?
It burned the right rear off. Everybody here has been complaining about the right front burning off, but with my driving style, I'm burning the right rear off.
Huh.
So,
yeah, I thought I brought you up because I was actually, you rebounded pretty well. 10th. I don't know how much damage you got left in my car, but
no damage left, thankfully.
I was just super surprised you got loose. I've never done a race here at Texas that gets loose on corner exit in any car. So when you got loose on old tires, I was like, what the hell happened to him?
Yep, just snapped loose on me, and away she went.
Well, I will say this. If you take anything away from this race, just know I'm pretty sure you got to thank God this is a simulator moment of the race, because, man, you got drilled in that driver door.
Yeah, I mean...
And actually, you got lucky, because had that hit you anywhere else, race over.
Yeah, definitely would have been race over, but, like I said, we'll keep on trucking. We'll see if I could finish this race. I don't have very much confidence with the way last season went.
Wait, no tires?
No tires. I took tires.
Oh, you just took it. Okay. Okay.
So why am I going to take tires?
Okay, that threw me off. All right, man. Well, good luck the rest of the race. As maybe flipping the field position here will help you out here a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, that's all I can say. We'll see how it goes.
Just remember, this is fun. This is fun.
It's all the fun.
Yeah. All right, man. Good luck the rest of the race.
Thanks, brother.
Alright, so, note to self, if I do some NASs this week, do not roast that right rear if it loosens the hell out of the car. Papa Smirk, first time chatter, what's going on, my man? I'll take no give tonight. Yeah. Pretty damn much. Oh. No, Miss Weeks, it's FUM. F-U-M. F-U-M. FUM. Not N, M, as in more. Where the hell? Okay, that's what I want. Yep, so Dinger, Cole, Bobby, they all opted to stay out. I think Bobby came in topped off there. But they all opted to stay out. They just took some tires. Should be interesting to see how long those tires hold up. Still going to have about 77, 78 laps of racing. We go back green flag racing. Still plenty of racing, plenty of time. Damn. For a lot of these guys to make their way through the field, or a lot of time for someone to make a mistake and ruin the race. Either way. Yeah, I think like what Nan's saying is it's a lot of take tonight, and not a lot of give. And I think it has a lot to do with that give, is because with there being so many more competitive people out here that came up this season, like Davey, Angel coming back, Craig Rogers, Ed Morris, and on top of that, you still got Barkley out here, you still got Ethan, Bobby, Dinger, Cole, Nance. It's just there's so many fast guys out here. I think a lot of these guys are thinking, I have to go, and I have to go now. And so they're just pushing the cars too much early on in the race. I think once these guys get comfortable racing around each other, it's going to clean up a little bit. But these first couple weeks can be a little rough. I don't want to say so much racing etiquette, but I think Gibb hit it. Rowdy hit it right on the nail. It's just everyone's nervous, which I think that's what it comes down to. Is everybody knows this is probably the most tight skill level group we've had in Cup in a long time, probably if ever. And with it being so hard to pass any cars, they know, hey, I got like 5-10 laps to pass someone, or I ain't getting around them in these cars. So. No, I did not. They rated us? I missed it. Oh, they did. Race Affinity, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it, man. What you have tonight,
Green flag.
Michael? Man, actually for race. I was reading the chat. I completely missed it. Cole getting a good start. Bobby, you're actually behind him. Now, Bobby does have... See, we can't get zoomed in on that car. He does have a little bit of damage still on that left side of the car. You see it right there. I know he says he has 0 damage, but you can almost see it right there where... Well, once we get another view of it. A little bit of damage over here, too. Actually, quite a bit of damage. Bobby has a lot of aero damage. So right there, right where Elite's at, I think that's going to affect him a lot. I think he's going to be losing a lot of straightaway speed. Yeah, there's a lot of aero damage on that car, actually. I think Bobby's best bet here is to play it safe, save them tires, don't roast them too much. I think Bobby can still manage the top 10 here tonight, if he's just smart with what he does. Cole still leading the way. Hernandez even get around him. Hernandez actually in front of Davey. Bobby and Dinger going at it. Dinger was involved in a wreck earlier too. Forget which one he was in, but he was in a wreck. But he is back up here in P4 battling it out for a decent finishing spot. Up 87 to 150. Ethan Flanagan getting fifth. Greg Rogers. Bobby Rafferty making contact. Bobby hard into the wall. And we saw a lot of that in the truck race last night. It is just so hard to go too wide through that quad oval because the cars get so tight, and that is something so easy to do. As I think that is going to be a race ender there for the 77 machine of Bobby Rafferty. Back to the lead we go. Cole Hernandez going at it. Davey Hendricks in the mix. And this right here, this top 10 is what I was talking about earlier. I mean, I don't know. When I was racing Xfinity here, and I saw it in the trucks quite a bit, it's just, these cars, like right there, see Greg Rogers and Bo Dinger on paint contact. They just get so tight in that quad oval. It is such an easy mistake to make, to drift up a little too high and collect the guy above you. I mean, none of us are pros out here. Angel Hernandez did get the lead over Andrew Kolb, his teammate Andrew Kolb. I would not be surprised if Andrew Kolb plays the Ryan Newman game here. When I say Ryan Newman game, I mean make his car 5 lanes wide. Actually, no. He lets Davey on by here. For those of you guys who don't know, Ryan Newman, excuse me, he was known in the NASCAR Cup Series to not give people a break getting around him. He was a very hard path. It didn't matter for the lead, for 15th, for 20th. To be a lap down, that man made it hard to get around him. Andy Kolb and Davey Hendricks still side by side. That is allowing Angel Hernandez in that 47 machine to slowly, possibly pull away here. I almost said Ethan Hernandez. Ethan Flanagan sending it in deep. He has to watch that. Ethan's been doing that really all race long. Oh, Davey getting loose there in corner exit. But Ethan's been doing that all race long, and that is going to really roast that right front. Now Davey's starting to fall back. Davey's starting to get really loose all of a sudden. Was up here battling for the lead. Now he's falling back to 7th. Inside of Bo Dinger. I don't know, it's still looking fuzzy on my end, Jeremy. Back to the race. Greg Garage just looking at the inside of Andrew Kolb. Greg still looking for his first win here in the league, and it's, I cannot believe I'm saying that. Here gonna put Justin Barkley gonna send it, was gonna send it 3 wide, but Greg Rogers is able to cut that nose off and maintain P3 for the time being. Getting a little bit looser out of turn 3, or turn 2, I should say. Justin Barkley, very aggressive side draft going down the back stretch. Andrew Kolb doing a really good job maintaining his position for right now. I'm not sure in these next gens what the best strategy is. I don't know if it's better to try to shortcut it or try to go a little bit longer. But the fuel window should open up around lap 107 to 110. And when we should start seeing people come in. So about 10 to 15 laps and you're going to start seeing some green flag pit stops start. Barkley looking to the inside. Greg Rogers, I think was thinking about setting up the middle, but that gap closed in a hurry. Oh, shoot. In the meantime, Ethan's caught the leader of Angel Hernandez. He was all over that back bumper as they entered turn 3 there. I looked up, and it was a tenth of second gap, and Ethan lost 2/10 on turn 3 and 4 alone. And actually, these two have kind of pulled away from the field as they have built about a 7/10 second gap over the third place machine of Justin Barkley. And Barkley, he's actually built a decent gap himself to the 4th place machine, Andrew Kolb. And that's where mayhem starts. Davey, Kolb, Rogers, Park, Morris Jr., Bucher, all of them under a blanket, door banging going down the front stretch of 41 and the 21. Greg Rogers trying to get around the 41. Can't quite do it. The 41 got a bump from the 07 going down the backstretch. Greg Rogers trying to make the outside lane work. Finally able to get around Brandon Park for the time being. Now he's going to get around Cole. Tight squeezer for the 21, but he makes it work. Greg Rogers. Aggressive driving pays off as Cole and Park almost get into it. Going down the back, or going into turn 1. Now you got Morris Jr. here trying to get a spot from... Yeah, that was close. Morris Jr. in here in the mix now, trying to get around Andrew Cole. Park cutting the nose off his teammate, Zach Bucher. That was another close call. Bucher side drafting Andrew Cole down the backstretch into turn 3. Here's Medlin. Wow. So Medlin, he forever has assumed the name of Bulldozer from me after last year at Bristol. So Bo Dinger looking to the inside. I was thinking about looking to the inside of Medlin. Couldn't quite get it done. As Cole was starting to lose a little bit of time here. I think those tires have finally started to give out as Medley got a really good run there off a corner exit. Angel still leading the way. Barkley, actually, he has gotten around Ethan Flanagan. We were busy watching all the action back there. We missed that pass for third. I mean, they're still going at it, but Ethan's going to lose second to Barkley here. Gotta wonder who's gonna be the first to come down pit lane. Like, these guys can get about 43 laps of fuel per tank. They can still go another 20 something laps, almost 20 laps. The question is, do you really want to go that long? And most of these guys, I think most of these guys still got 2 sets of tires left. I don't know. I would say if Barkley's not catching Angel, it might be worth it to maybe come in on lap 110. But I'm not sure, because then that is literally leaving 15 laps or so for something to happen that could trap you a lap down. Or not trap you a lap down, but make it so you get a wave around and really shake up the field. Yeah, Ethan's definitely starting to lose time. And I had a gut feeling this was going to happen with Ethan with how hard he had been setting it into one really all race long. He has just put too much heat in that tire, starting to fall back in the clutches of Davey Hendricks. Davey's been slowly chasing him down. I think it's going to be like another lap or two before Davey gets around him, maybe. But actually, as I say that, Greg and Davey are actually battling for a position right behind Ethan. Morris Jr. in that mix. Brandon Park back here. And these four right here, they're no strangers. Davey Hart into the outside wall going down the backstretch. These four are no stranger to each other as these guys all race around each other. The last season in Xfinity, this is your group of rookies that came up that I was talking about that really made this field a lot more tough to get a win in. I think that's the best way to roll it. Yeah, Ethan out there driving on that Bristol tire right now. Morris able to get around Davey Hendricks. Davey starting to fall back a little bit there. I wonder how much damage he has on that right side after smacking the outside wall. They're still grouped up behind him. Medlin now looking to the outside of that double zero machine. Brandon Park maybe looking for 3 wide. No, he's going to try to help Davey go down the front stretch. I think Brandon Park's trying to get around him, and Davies is doing a really good job fending him off. Thank you, Rowdy. Thank you. Yes, competitive. Thank you, Gib. Oh, I cannot remember. I couldn't think of the dang word to save my life. But anyways, Lap 109 of 150. Pit window is open. Who's going to take the opportunity to come down pit lane, get some 4 fresh tires, and full tank of fuel? Davey Hendricks starting to fall back. He's falling all the way back to 9th. Ethan Hernandez starting to fall back a little bit to the 21 of Greg Rogers. Greg slowly but surely reeling in that 35 machine. In the meantime, Adrian Hernandez still leading the way. Justin Barkley in P2. He has lost about 2/10 in the last 5 laps or so. Pit window is open. Will there be any takers to pit lane this time by? No, everyone's staying out there on track. I mean, I would say if you're Barkley, you do what the leader does. If you're anyone but Barkley, you got to come in the next 2 laps. I think you're just losing more time, and it's worth the risk to come in now, get those 4 fresh tires, make up a limit time to the leader, and maybe be there at the end. Medlin, he's really contact with the outside wall. He's really started to make his way through the field. And that's something that happened last year at Bristol. Medlin came out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And almost won the race. See some people's eyes are starting to get loose there. Very surprised. I've not seen anyone come down pit lane. Actually, as I say that, Ethan is down pit lane. Ethan Flanagan, going to be your first car down pit lane that maybe starts the cycle of everyone coming in. See what Angel does this time by. Angel staying out. Barkley staying out. Looks like the 21 of Greg Rogers is coming in. Ethan might have started the cycle. Greg Rogers pitting this time by. Andrew Hernandez coming in this time by. If I'm Justin Barkley, you got to pit here. You have to pit here. This time by, you got to come in. You got your lap lead, you got to come in this time by. Angel in, Davey in. Harmon, Dinger, Fassbender, Wiggins, Morris, they're all in this time by. Oh, Barkley's still staying out. Matt, you better tell him Barkley. He's not very smart. I don't think it's smart staying out like this. Like, yeah, if you catch a yellow, but you're risking too much. You're running P2. Last time by 30.8. Whoops. Fastest time 29.4. So you're losing probably about a little over a second a lap. I just don't think it's worth it. Like, if you're running a 10th or so, yeah, it's worth it because it's more spots to gain. But Barkley's going to lose more spots than he's gaining because he can only gain 1. Draw on the yellow. You got to play the risk versus reward. Right now, the risk is staying out. I just don't think it's worth it. Why? We got 5 on Barkley. I mean, $5. Barkley finally coming to pit lane. I think that's like 4 laps too late. So, just a reminder, he was only 1 second, not even that, Not even a second behind Angel when he came in. We're about to see how much time he just lost. Unless. Hold on. Unless. No. You gotta take 4 here. 2's stupid. Okay, he is taking 4. He is just not pulling out. Angel is coming by at full speed. That is going to be so wow. That is going to be a significant gap he is going to have to make up. I'm not saying 30 to go. I'm currently running 9th. Morris and Miles still have the pit, so technically he's running 7th. I think he can make it back to 4th. I don't think he can make it back to 3rd, though. Not without some help from the caution. Yeah, so Hernandez only 32. Yeah, so he's now 8 seconds behind Hernandez. When this pit cycle started, he was 1. So he lost a ton of time choosing to stay out. Jordan Miles still out there, though. He has scored the leader. He has yet to come to pit lane. So once he comes to pit lane, it is going to cycle Angel Hernandez back to the lead, who has a 3-second gap over Davey Hendricks. Ethan Flanagan behind Davey. I think they're pretty close. No, they're decently close. You can't see it, but Davey is just behind the scoreboard right there. Jordan Miles really hoping for a yellow right here. I mean, I don't think yellow really helped Jordan, because I think he was almost a lap down or a lap down when they all started coming to pit lane. So pretty much everybody that was on the lead lap is back on the lead lap now. Ethan's caught that back bumper of Davey. I just don't know if he has anything for Davey, though. Let's take a quick look and see who's on what lap on their tires. So Ethan came in 2 laps sooner than Davey and Angel. Rogers came in 1 lap sooner. And you see down there, Barkley stayed out 4 laps longer than everybody else. I may be wrong. I just don't think it's going to pay off. Jordan Miles still out there. Has yet to come to pit lane. He's going to have to come by either this time. He's going to have to come in within the next couple laps. I don't think he's going to be able to stay out too much longer as we get ready to get to the 25 to go marker this time by. Yep, and right like clockwork, Jordan Miles coming in this time by. So now we'll get an accurate reading on who's where. Angel had a pretty comfortable lead out here. Now, a little over 2-second gap to Davey. Greg Rogers was able to finally get around Ethan Flanagan. I seriously think unless a caution happens, I think Angel has this. I might be wrong, but Angel knows what he's doing. No! 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 You put 5 on Barkley already. No. That's not how this works. That's cheating. Barkley is catching, you're right. But probably with 15 to go, those tires are going to start evening out. But I may be wrong. I don't think I am. I think Barkley stayed out a little too long. Davies actually catching Angel well. Is Angel in traffic? No, I think Angel. I think what Angel is doing right here, he's managing the gap. He knows he has a pretty comfortable lead. He knows there's no reason to really put too much heat in those tires, so he's just managing that gap back there to Angel. Or yeah. So that's what I was saying before I read your comment. But yeah, and Angel's that type of racer where once he gets on a lead like this, he's not going to push the issue. He's going to find himself a decent pace where he can manage that gap with the car behind him. And some people, I don't know how some people do it, but there's some people that can manage that gap and still gain time. I don't know how the hell they do it. Excuse me. Barkley actually caught the 41 of Brandon Park. This is your battle for 5th. 20 to go this time by. Dang it. Okay, this is where it's going to get tricky for Barkley. Easton's starting to fall back. I think the way Ethan's just driving this track, it's not good for a long run. Now, if we get a yellow flag, like right now, and he comes and gets 4 tires, I think Ethan might win this race. But I think the long run is just, it doesn't fit Ethan, especially here. Barkley get on Ethan, now working on the 41 of Park. $17 to go. Barkley's what? 2.8 back. He would need to average about 0.2 a lap over Angel. Last time by, he was a little bit more than 0.2 quicker. He just ran identical lap times back to back. That's crazy. Ooh, Greg Roger got a little bit loose there. Barkley actually lost a little bit of time to Angel last time by. Yeah, I think this is about the time. I said about 15 to go, they're going to start evening out. He had the advantage on fresh tire for a little bit there, yep. And now the tires start evening out. Him and Angel did identical lap times. Say, but about Davey, I just 13 to go. almost 3-second gap. I think they're to a point now where tires have evened out. I don't see Barkley closing in that much time. In 13 laps, I think Barkley's best shot would have been to try to shortcut Angel by a couple laps. Yeah, he only ran 10ths quicker. We'll see what he does this lap, because that last lap he was also still trying to get some momentum built up after getting around Davey. So we'll see what he does here. Actually, Park with him around Davey too. Maybe starting to fall back a little bit. Park and Hendricks battle it out here. Andrew to 30.3. Yeah. Those tires have finally evened out. Park able to get around Davey Hendricks here for third. At this point, Barkley needs a yellow flag. I told you guys, by lap 15, the tires are even out. That's what happened. They finally evened out, and actually Barkley starting to lose a little bit of time to Angel here. And with 10 to go, Barkley might be in in position to maybe lose third too. Angel Hernandez, though, has a comfortable lead right now. Over 3 seconds to the 57 of Justin Barkley. And like I said, that gap was only 1 second. And not even a second when they came in when the green flag pit cycle started. So he definitely lost quite a bit of time staying up those 4 extra laps. And I mean, it did look like there for a bit he was going to catch him. But I knew with it, give it time, the tires are eventually even out. And that's what happened. I ain't seen it. I like to see Barkley win, but I'm just hoping he don't lose second. I don't think he will. I think Park's starting to fall back a little bit too. Ethan's really falling back. He's falling all the way back to 9th. Wow. Ethan is on the struggle bus right now. Ooh, someone just went off track, I think. I think I heard it off track. Kirby did. It said Matt jumped the pits. Matt, did you come back out there and wreck? Whoops. Yeah, Ethan's definitely struggling right now. Willis running up there in the top 3. He's falling all the way back to 9th place. Luckily for Ethan, 6 to go. Let's see what Harmon did in comparison to him. He might lose 10th to Harmon. But I think top 10 is where Ethan will sit right now. And Barkley's actually gaining on Park. So Barkley very well may finish second. Davey did catch up to Brandon Park there a little bit that time by. Stole a point from Nance. You're so mean. You are such a jerk. Did he really? Yeah, he did. Go steal one from Dakota. Marie. Yeah. Hey, I think my cousin's climbing the fence in turn 1. We need a yellow. Nah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's one thing. I'm pretty sure that's one thing Angel does not want to see. Coming to 3 to go this time by. We'll get it back next week. Where you get that, Michigan? Yeah, you might. I think you ran that pretty well last year. Matt will probably hit the barrels anyways. Neither did last season, Matt. Shut up. 2 to go. This time by. Angel wants to see that white flag. He does not want to see a caution. He's just like, Michael, get out of the way. Him and Mike are teammates. Coming around 3 and 4, Angel Hernandez is going to collect that white flag. 1 to go here. And the Shenandoah Valley Racing 600, I wish, 225 here in Texas. Could you imagine doing 600 miles in Texas? I mean, Charlotte is hard enough, but oh my lord, I don't think I can do it. Nope. That's bull. You got to win last year, John. Nance, shut up. Angel coming out turn 3 and 4. He's going to collect his first win of the season. Justin Barkley will come across P2. Davey Hendricks 3rd. Brandon Park 4th. Morris Jr. 5th. Medlin 6th. Rogers 7th. Bucher 8th. Ethan 9th. And Tim Harmon round out your top 10. Wow. Well, that race started off very, very sketchy. We'll say sketchy is the word. But it ended in a very good, clean green flag run to end the race in stage 3. Angel Hernandez collecting his first win of the season. Probably his first of many. He burns it down that 47 machine. Alright, while we wait for some people to join podium finishers. Alright, let's start off with our race winner. Mr. Angel Hernandez, what is going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
Hey man, so you come in here. I want to say you got a podium last week. I do remember talking to you last week. Right? Yeah, you got a podium, right? You finished 3rd? Second? Second last week? Anyways, 2 podiums in a row in your comeback tour. We'll call it the Angel Hernandez comeback tour this year. But anyways, you come out here, you win the race, and I was telling chat, because I've raced around you quite a bit, and I've broadcasted for you quite a few times, and I know how you work. Like, you're the type of racer, you'll go out there, you'll sit quietly in the top 5, top 10 in the first couple stages. I mean, this week you won both stages, but you don't ever show what you really got. And I'm pretty sure you can show what you really had this week. You probably had a little bit more, but you're like, I'm not going to show them everything I have. But you go out there, you win. You won both stages, right? No.
I'm not sure.
I think you won both stages, but and you collect the win. A good point day for you out there today. You guys get ready to go into Michigan next week. And you get your win here early in the season, so you don't got to worry about winning no more to the playoffs. But we all know you're going to win probably 2 or 3 more this season.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know. School's still going on, so I'm gonna have to miss a few weeks from here till like maybe playoffs. So I think it's just good to get this win out of the way and then just make the minimum races that I need to make.
Yeah, and it's always nice to get that win out of the way early, so that way if you go through and you have DNS across the board the rest of the season, like, hey, I got that win, I'm locked into the playoffs, and that's when the real racing starts. Well, I'll let you give shout outs, man, and congrats on that win here tonight.
Yeah, just like to thank all the guys with what do you call it now?
I don't know what you guys are calling now.
I don't know.
What
Um,
are you? No, you're not dunked on, right? No. Who are you guys?
Me and Michael are on our own, but the other three
Oh,
are still
okay.
there.
Okay.
So yeah,
Don't even know your team name. Wow.
it's been that long. But yeah, I'd just like to thank Cole, Bo Dinger, Nancy had to quit early, and Michael.
Hey, and by the way, Nance did say he needs 5% more excitement out of you when you win the race next time. He said that wasn't a good enough burnout.
We'll get more across the season.
All right, man. Congrats on that win, and good luck next week at Michigan.
Yep, thanks.
All right, let's pull down our second place finisher now, Mr. Justin Barkley. Man, I don't know if Matt was talking to you or not, but I was screaming that you needed the pit. You stayed out way too long. Do you regret staying out those extra laps?
Nah, a little bit, but I mean, I could never get around Angel to begin with, so even if I would have got to him, probably would have never got past him. I'm just surprised I made it through Texas.
I think you're the only North-South driver that did. I think they all got caught up in that first wreck, and then Matt got absolutely killed in that wreck in the quad oval.
Yeah, when I got sideways underneath Zach and people checked up, Matt got taken out on that one.
Oh, so we're back to that, huh?
It might have been my fault.
North-South and North-South action again, huh? You might as well change your name to Junior Motorsports at this point.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, man, he come across P2. Angel was just, I think he's the superior guy all night long. He had the speed, winning both stages. I still think if you would have pitted with him, you might have had a shot there at the end, or been a little bit closer, but I saw you come in with 4 laps later, and I'm like, about lap 15, the fall's going to start, and sure enough, lap 15 to go came around, and here's Barkley slowly losing time. I'm like, well.
Yeah, a win definitely would have been great since of the hole I'm in after Daytona, but I was trying to get as many points as I could, like leading the lap. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'm happy with P2.
All right, man. Yeah, and you get that second place finish, get yourself a good points night here. I think you end up getting a 1 stage point for stage 2. I can't remember. This race was mayhem. A lot more cautious than I'm used to with these Cup Series guys, and I think that just has to do with the competitive nature of this season in Cup, with all these guys coming up from Xfinity, and everyone thinks it's go time. When I think, give it a couple races, you guys realize to chill out, let the race come to you naturally. So
yeah, I definitely don't like driving that aggressive, but everybody else was, so I had to go because it was hard to pass there. And then once your tires burn up, so I apologize if I pissed anybody off, but
yeah, and I said earlier in the broadcast, I think Texas is probably is the mile and a half that is the hardest to pass at, especially in the next gen, because corners are so different. I mean, you only way to really pass the Texas is either to dive bomb it like crazy into one and really roast that right front up, or try to get a run off of 2. So it's hard to pass here.
Yep, sure was.
But congrats on that P2. Where did you start? You started where you finished that. That's nice. That's always nice.
Yep.
But good luck next week at Michigan, and let you get shout outs in.
Well, yeah, shout out to my teams. Shout out to all my teammates for helping. Sorry they all wrecked out. Shout out to our sponsors, AWG, SimRap Market, Exiled, and all Talesmen and all the good peoples that help us out for the broadcast. But yeah, thanks for the broadcast, Isaac.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next let's pull in Mr. Davey Hendricks. What is going on, man?
What's up, Isaac?
Well, you get the win last week and coming tonight, got you some laps led. Unfortunately, I think Angel just had too much speed for you guys. But you were able to come across third, got you some stage points in. You still throw me off that Burger King car. You're always a McDonald's guy.
I wish I did the opposite this year. The other burger brand.
The more superior one, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But you guys had some really good battles going on out there tonight. Fortunately, you were in front of all the mayhem going on. But talk us through that race as a guy coming up from Xfinity, seeing a lot of these Cup guys around you.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I do feel like it was very caution filled. I wasn't super happy about the first stage was awful, second stage was mediocre, and the third stage I feel like we finally got our heads out of places
I
and
think you
started
guys
to drive
went
with some sense.
green all the way to end the race after stage 2.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think we were going to have any green flag pit stops, but it was great. All the guys I was racing around up front with were quick. Um, had some 2 wide, 3 wide racing. I enjoyed most of it.
Yeah, and so this is our first mile and a half we've done. We finally got away from the super speedway. I gotta ask you, you were one of the faster guys in Xfinity coming up. What is the biggest difference that you're noticing here in these Cup cars already?
I don't know. The tire saving is still throwing me off. I haven't gotten tire saving down. I haven't gotten the master cylinder thing down. The cars, I don't know. They're snappy. They'll be tight one corner, and then the next time you come by, it'll snap loose and come around. So it is definitely an adjustment because it's not like, I mean, I've not raced a whole lot in these cars. I don't have done officials in years, so the practice I get is the practice I get before the race. I'm not
Yeah.
sitting. I don't.
You're
I get
just
bored.
lost.
I get bored running races and practicing by myself. So I never will. Uh, but with time, I'll get better with the fuel tire saving. I think that's going to be my biggest plateau to try to figure out these cars
Yeah,
because it is vastly different.
and do you think a lot? I think for me, when I race these next gens, I feel like a lot of the tire saving aspect comes with these cars are really good at giving you that false sense of security that hey, I'm doing great with saving tires, and next thing you know, 3 laps later, you're either smacking the wall or you're loose as hell.
Yeah, it is. The fall off
It's
comes
insane.
quick, and
Yes.
it is a lot.
You can go from lap
First-
15 in a run. Oh yeah, this car's handling great. Lap 18. Oh, I'm in the wall. What the hell?
Yeah, that first green flag run. I mean, yeah, it was the first long run I'd had in the car at this track, or really on most mile and a halves, and I burnt the crap out of my tires. I wasn't thrilled having a short pit, but there was no way I was gonna be able to go as long as Barkley or Morris did without losing a ton of time. But the short pit worked. I didn't think I was gonna get a top 3 until the very end, where I just sent it in turn 3 and 4. I was either going to pass him or destroy the wall and kill myself. Either way.
Well, man, you did come across that top 3, and I'll let you get your shout outs in, and congrats on your 3rd place finish, 2nd podium in a row. As we go on to Michigan in these cars. It's interesting. If you're not sure how to save tires, have one there because I have yet to figure that track out.
I get it. I mean, I'm imagining it's a still drafty track in these cars, but I ain't got no
Yes.
idea. I have no idea how it drives. Don't know how the track is. I'm sure feel like it'll be multi-groove. We'll see what lines are actually useful. But I'm sure it'll be fun. It'll be another track where we race pretty tight the whole time, I imagine.
All right, man. Congrats on that 3rd place finish, and good luck next week in Michigan.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. That will end tonight's broadcast here for our Cup Series. Tomorrow night, we do got some races going on. ARCA will be here at Texas, 55 laps of racing. Mr. Joe Roberts himself will be doing that broadcast. But I want to wish you guys a very happy Easter, early Easter. Hopefully you guys have fun. You guys stay safe. Don't load your kids too much up candy. and make sure you guys get the ones that rattle. Tell your kids to get the ones that rattle. Get that money. But we'll catch you guys next week. I'll catch you guys next week in the Truck Series. I'll be out there racing the Xfinity Series as we all go to Michigan. Except for the Truck Series, they go to... Shoot, I think they go to Vegas. Let me check on that. Truck schedule. Yes, so Trucks will be going to Vegas next week, which is literally the first 15 laps. It's a super speedway track, so hopefully these guys figured out how to somewhat race around each other and it doesn't turn into too much of a caution fest. But we'll still enjoy the show regardless. We'll catch y'all then. Like I said, stay safe and happy Easter.